Alright guys, welcome back. It's Dylan with Dylan's Adventures. We may end up turning this into part 4. Not quite sure yet. I ended up buying some more RV roof vents. I'll try to do an unboxing here shortly. I just noticed it started raining outside. I've got the tarp on the RV right now, just because I'm afraid it might leak through these vents. I pulled the old one off. And while doing so, you know, that plastic is just so old and yellow and discolored. It's very, very, very brittle. It just breaks easily. It's not the only reason we decided to replace it. Actual top had a hole in it, and I did put some silicone or caulk up in that gap to keep the water from coming through, but I couldn't find the right replacements for it. It's got a unique plastic hinge on it that the ones that I bought previously that said were compatible just didn't fit properly. So we're gonna try to replace it with these new ones, and I'll unbox that here for you shortly. I was kind of just waiting for the rain to stop. You can barely tell, but I mean, it's raining a little bit. I'd rather keep the tarp on while it's coming down. It's just a sprinkle, but still, you can kind of see there's water on the car right now. We're working with the Kohri ventilator R12VH360, and it requires a 12-volt supply. It's going to have an exhaust fan, and I guess you could reverse the polarity so you can push air in and out. It's got a rain sensor. It's fully automatic, and it also has a controller with it. And a manual open and close. That's what we're going to be installing. Hopefully today, like I said, we may have to cut this video short because it's raining quite a bit now. Even if the rain doesn't stop, I'm going to pull a little bit of wire for the supply. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to come off of. The only thing that I could that's relatively close are the LED lights. These lights right here. I'm going to try to fish wire up in between thin piece of wood right here, but I'll try to do that shortly. Ooh. So yeah, it's not even screwed into like the frame or anything. That's just, I mean, it's a thin piece of maybe an 1/8 inch piece of wood just kind of floating there. Nothing's really keeping it up. Maybe just the wall, I'm assuming, is supporting it. I'm just guessing your purple is going to be positive and your white's going to be neutral or negative, since we're dealing with DC voltage. You know what, the tie-in is going to be right there in the corners. Yeah, we'll have enough. That wind was blowing right back into the camper. I tried to put all that sawdust out there and just blowing it right back in. That's okay. We can just clean it up later. Professional. Still raining here. I'm gonna pull this other side down. Oh boy. You can see there's bugs all over that. Dead bugs and wood. I was just gonna make a mess. Nice. I sure do love the smell of sawdust. My father was a big carpenter growing up, so I love the smell of wood. In fact, if it probably wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be much of a handyman. I don't know. Anybody can learn. Most of my videos, and the reason for me putting out any type of content, is to give people inspiration to work on their own projects. I've been doing projects and all types of little things here and there that I just never documented. I've done projects that I've never even been able to find on YouTube before. You know, don't ever let anybody tell you how to do something, what to do. Never be afraid of doing something wrong. I mean, when you make things, when you're working on projects of yours, it's for you. It's not for anybody else. So you're gonna mess up. That's a part of learning. And like I said, that's kind of why I started contemplating putting out little videos here and there, just to give people maybe some inspiration. I mean, you're going to mess things up. Not a big deal. That's how you learn. You have to mess things up to know how to do things right. You have to get lost in order to find your way. Is that right? In order to find your way, you have to get lost first. See, and the reason why I see that my first initial pinch, for those of you that don't know how to strip wire, if you do, you know, it's completely fine. Like I said, I'm trying to give inspiration to people that really don't know what they're doing. Or, I mean, who knows. But, okay, so your first initial pinch to the wire, you see that pull string, and this is fire alarm rated wire. So, I mean, it's 14 gauge for those of you that are wondering. And, I mean, it's probably just about as thick. Yeah, this is 14 due. This is probably stranded. I haven't taken it apart yet, but I'd bet money that it's stranded. This is going to be solid copper. But what I was getting at was my first initial pinch is digging into the jacketing, right? So I pull the pull string back, and that's where you pinched it. See, when you bend it, you can see copper right there. So at that point, right below that point, you want to cut it off, right? So the pinched point of the jacket is gone. Then you can come back a little bit and just cut your jacketing off. And then you can peel the tips. It just depends. I need to go grab my meter. Is it still raining? I'm just worried about it raining on me. But I've got the tarp on top of the RV right now. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So if I peel it off, I mean, we've only got like an hour of sunlight left. But yeah, I mean, if I peel it off, I'm gonna have to silicone. I don't really want to open up another bottle of silicone or caulk, unless I can hit both of them. Because I'm probably gonna dump, I don't know, I'd say about a half to a full tube. you can see this, but there's 2 wasp nests. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get my saw or scissors, I'm not sure. 10 snips, $14.99, Home Depot. It cuts the plastic pretty well, so I'll just use that. Okay, that's not good enough. Like that, so all I gotta do is cut a V in it and it'll slip in there, right? I don't know. Alright, I gotta put a screw in this thing or something to hold it. You know what just occurred to me? I could cut that whole trim off and just put it up there. You're not going to see it anyways. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Let me go get my saw. Let's give this a try. It's going to be at 2.5 inches. I already cut myself once today. Right there. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Let's give it a try. There you go. I thought that would work. Wouldn't that be funny? What would be funny is if I got the trim on and then I plugged it into power and the motor doesn't work. I gotta return it. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go cut the second trim ring. I'll be right back. Trimmed. That's how you do it. Time to wire up this junction. Klein, baby. We got the junction made up. I'm just gonna leave this hanging down right now until we test the fans. Here's the moment of truth. Let's just do power. I still got that piece of foam in there. I need to go up there and let it fly and go air out. Okay, it changes polarity. Ooh. Jesus Christ. I was worried about breaking that vent. I mean, this screen, you know, it was gonna pop off like that. Yeah, it's definitely not too bad. I was gonna try the controller, but it doesn't come with batteries. So I'm gonna go grab some real quick and I'll be right back. Got the controller powered up. Let's see if it works. Alright, so the controller operates both of them. I mean, I understand it's the same RF frequency, but that could be a little confusing. It's pretty hard to tell. I mean, even though it's a 10-speed fan, it's not moving as much air as you think it would. I mean, it's something for sure. It's hard to hear with the AC going. Yeah, I wanted to test them both and make sure that it's working properly. When you turn it off, it stops the blaze and shuts by itself. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm doing a couple more things today. I haven't had time to really record. It's getting dark. Just another day after work, trying to knock a few things out on this camper. I'm just gonna do a quick shot. One thing that I wanted to do was change out the battery box up front, because the box that was up there was not bolted down or screwed down or anything. It was sitting on 2 pieces of angle iron, and that little plastic box was just sitting on there. So I didn't know this when we first initially bought the camper. You know, that battery was just bouncing up and down every single time we'd hit a bump. Another thing the missus wanted me to take care of was the carpet over here behind the bed. I got another roll of carpet right there. I strung some out already and I cut a small piece. I'm just gonna quickly cut the edges, and then I'll lay the bed back on there. I'm not even gonna staple it down today. I might do that another day. I'm really just gonna do a rough cut and then just plop it down, the mattress down on there. We've got a camping trip coming up this weekend at Eisenhower State Park. Going to be the north side of Texas, on the south side of the Red River, bordering Oklahoma. I mean, it's a big park. It's pretty nice. But this is going to be for Memorial Day weekend, and we're going to spend a total of 2 days there. And I'm going to give you guys a look at the toolbox that I did. So I took off that battery box and put this toolbox there. So that was the battery that was on there. And I just drilled holes in the bottom and I put some carpet in there. So I'll be able to hold tools now. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you. Also installed this 5,000 pound electric jack. Nice, huh? I'm doing the carpet right now, just trying to trim up the edges. I'm gonna let you guys take a look. You guys weren't getting a good view of that, I'm sorry. But I was cutting that with scissors. There's lines on this carpet, so I was just, ooh, that looks crooked. Oh, I cut that crooked. I was gonna say there were lines on there that I were following, but you can see as I went down, I was actually going at a line and cut down 2 more spaces. Hey, but look, it turned out not too bad. It was actually almost perfect. Hey. Oops. I'm going to make a slit right here so we can access that hatch underneath. So it's going to look a little funny. I'll probably staple the carpet down before I do that.